Yo, what it do, what it do, what it do. It's your funky uncle once again. Tonight, special guest. Yo, this young lady's been a friend of mine for, whoa, I'm not even going to say how long it is because, you know, it's just been a while. So, tonight, it's just going to be a nice little conversation about some things that's going on that the media may not be covering much. But, I want to learn some things, so I'm going to let her tell me, what's going on. How you doing, Miss Ron? Let me send this thing here out right here. This little invitation. Other than that, how's everybody's day? How's your week been? What's this hump day? 3 days in, 2 more to go, and the weekend is here. For some people like me, your weekend comes whenever. But for those that get to enjoy that weekend off, salute to you. So let's see here. Let's see, we got the thing going. Got the thing going. Yo, what's going on? Miss Lakeisha, how you been? It's another classmate of mine down there, known her a long time. I'm not even saying how long it's been since we've been out of high school, but it's been a minute. We've seen some things since, we walked across that stage. But how you doing, miss? And how's the husband? Tell him the funky uncle said what's up. Now, a little intro. Let's do a little intro into what's going on. Hollywood is in shambles right now. There is a question between the powers that be and those that are working about what type of compensation should be given. Now, we all know that we see people on the screen and we expect them to live a certain lifestyle. But what a lot of us fail to realize is that these are people just like us. And a lot of times you have to think about where they live. The cost of living in that area, man, listen, I can't imagine what it's like to live in Hollywood. Oh, no. I'm trying to. Oh, have no requests. Miss Livingston, go ahead and request so that I can add you. It's been a long time since we've really spoken. Okay, boom.
Now, star of stage videos and all types of things that you look at and make you smile, make you bounce. I want to welcome in the lovely, the talented Miss Lori Levingston. Yes, I
Yo,
am.
yo. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
Bruh, look at me. I came straight from the picket lines. Okay, look. Edges ain't laid.
Don't worry about
I'm
that. You know you
sweating.
out there
My,
for a
my shirt
call.
is hot. I'm sweating. Man, look, I don't even care. I'm taking this chance to talk to you because I'm noticing everybody backing out. Like a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm not going to do that interview. I'm not going, but I'm going to take this chance and talk to you because they wilding out here in LA. I'm just gonna say it. They wilding out here. Los
Okay.
Angeles has officially lost its mind, or at least some of its residents. So what's up
Man,
though? Good to see you. Good to see
good to
you.
see you too, man. Nothing much. The same old over here on the other side of the country. You remember what that heat was like over here when you were in Orlando, I believe it was.
I was
That
I
heat wasn't
was
playing.
I was all up and down the whole eastern seaboard. Like real
You,
talk. I did PA. I did New York. I did Florida. A couple spots in Florida. Yeah, I was all up and down that whole East Coast. I did it, and then I even went to the other side of the country or the other side of the world. So yeah, you know,
right,
trying to
right.
get
I
out.
don't know if you didn't get to enjoy this Carolina heat. I'm gonna tell you, at the hotel, a lot of times we have people from Florida that come in and say, "Why is it so humid here?
No,
What's going on?"
yeah. No, I've been through North Carolina once and fell in love. Absolutely fell in love with it. Like it was nice. Like it had me thinking for a moment. Like I hesitated to get on the plane. Like if I wasn't meeting somebody in another town or another city, I probably wouldn't have got on that plane for real. Because I did fall in
Yeah.
love. I think it was Charlotte. Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte is nice.
Yeah,
Charlotte
yeah,
is nice.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
shocked. I was like, I was expecting to be kind of country. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be country. I was like, here we go. But nah,
It,
I think it was
it's
yeah.
growing, and some people are calling it like the second Atlanta.
Atlanta.
And
Yes.
there's a lot going on there, and there's a lot more that is coming. You know,
Yeah, that's real.
with that. But you come to South Carolina a lot of times. It's like when you retire. You know that this is like where you want to be when you retire because it's moving slow.
No, that's real. That's real. It's definitely a different type of life up there. But you can have all that. You know, that's you, boo boo. I let you. I let you keep that Southern charm life. I'll stick to what I got right now. Real talk. I don't really even like LA. I'm not a. You know what I mean? Like I'm from, East Coast. That whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole tri-state. I'm from
Yeah,
there, so I don't really love the whole vibe. As a matter of fact, it feels good to talk to you because I can kind of let my whole East Coast, flavor come out a little bit more. Because over here, the whole Valley Girl thing, like my God, all this stuff over here, and you gotta keep your like tone like really nice, like really cool, but like like I don't know, I'm not really in love with LA like that,
I want to hear the word John come out at least
Yo,
twice. The
Dawn's
word
coming. You
John.
know Dawn is you know Dawn is coming. Hands down, I
Yeah,
couldn't wait to use that term. People, what's a John? What's she say?
right,
What's it? It's a person, place, a thing. You know what
right.
I mean? Like anything.
It's a noun.
Real talk. Real talk. Any person, anything can be a John. You are a John, in fact.
Right, right.
Uh, so out here in the picket, like I was reading your boy's statement, like what he said, and your friend, the one that was supposed to do the interview tonight, he's hurting.
Yeah,
That's hurt right there that you heard in his
yeah,
voice. Like people are scared right now.
yeah.
People are scared. People are feeling some type of way. And the thing is, like, I saw this ship sinking years ago. And I tried to warn people. I tried to tell them. Matter of fact, me and you had a couple talks a long time. We had a couple, what I mean? I would try to tell you. I was trying to warn people a lot. Like back in 2021, I was trying to tell people, like, hey, something ain't right. Because I was like one of the first, like the TV show that I did was like massive. You know what I'm saying? So we broke the mold in terms of how you watch TV today. And when I started getting them residual checks, I was like, yeah. Where the rest of my money?
Ooh, right.
Like, bro,
What pack
but like,
of gum do you expect me to get? Hubba Bubba, Bubblicious, because this ain't hitting on nothing.
come on, bro. Thank you. Like, I can buy a whole, seriously, like, piece of candy with this check right now. Like, what are you doing? But like, even talking to the rest of the camera, the crew, the people, like, we were all kind of looking at each other, like, did you get all your money? So we looked at it as just like, all right, well, this is just something that's just kind of a fluke right now. They messed up or whatever. Nah. They was like, there's your money, and there you go, and survive. Boom. So everything that people are surviving right now, everything people's going through right now, realizing right now, I've been kind of feeling that reality since 2021. I've been living some degree of that reality since 2021. But you never talk about it. You never say anything. Yeah. It's been that hard. It's been that real. So I'm kind of looking at everybody else like, oh, y'all just not figuring that out? Like, what? But it's serious. And when we say, like, this is bigger than just a bunch of actors that are mad because they don't get to live their life. And no, this has nothing to do with spoiled brat actors. It has nothing to do with that. This is legitimately people who cannot survive. Like, I saw people's residual checks was like $10. Bruh, I'm talking people who are in the game hard. I'm talking people who are A-list celebrities, like right-hand man makeup artists, right-hand man, like they call them and fly them with them with like $10 residual checks. Like, are we serious? Is this what we doing?
Hold
This
up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
You
A
heard what I said. I
$10,
said 10.
yo,
Bruh, I said 10. I've seen the checks. I've seen $5 checks. I saw one chick, one actor, she got like $27 residual check. And like, see, all right. So when I did regular TV, ABC, CBS, NBC, all that stuff like that. When I did my first episode on Grey's Anatomy, I'm still getting residual checks from Grey's Anatomy back when I did that in 20. That John, there you go. Back when I did that John back in 2017. When I did that John back in 2017, I'm still getting residual checks from then. How in the hell are we getting $5 checks now? And most of these joints are still playing right now. Like most of these TV shows are still like on, right? Like if you go click that button, you're gonna go watch that show right now, you know? Yeah. So I'm just saying people's wilding.
Yeah, yeah.
People's
Yeah.
wilding.
I mentioned on the show the other night, I was saying that I read the article with a guy from what's the name of the show? I forgot the name of the show now, but they're saying he had 56 checks that totaled $86. I was like, I was sitting here like, what in the world is
Is
he
that real?
supposed to be?
We're not being dramatic. People are not being dramatic, like legit. Like, and then you said it beautifully when I came in, to your live. You was like, "This is like one of the most expensive cities in the world. Like, you ain't going nowhere with five. Like, I don't even think you can buy a pack of gum for $5. What? Gum is like $10 now, ain't it?
Ah,
A slice, stick, right? I think they charge it by the stick at this point. It's what, $2 a stick
wow.
per pack? Per pack, like your whole pack be like a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Like who's gonna
Right.
a pack of gum, a piece of gum, be like $2 each.
Wow.
But like
Wow.
yeah, like they real talk, like giving people $2 residuals, 50-cent residuals. Like and on brand new shows, I could see like even my Grey's Anatomy joint ain't $2. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was like what 5 years ago,
Right.
6 years ago, something. That joint I mean, my checks ain't nice, but they ain't $2. They ain't $10. You
Can't
know?
even get a gallon of gas, especially out there.
I
What's
mean,
a gallon of
I
gas going
might get
for
a
out
whole
there?
gallon out of that check. You know what I'm saying? At
Right.
least you ain't gonna get a gallon with $5. I'm saying.
You know,
So
what's up, y'all?
what's
What's
up?
going on? Let me welcome to the show another one of the funky uncles. Look, oh my gosh, he has the T-shirt on. Okay, I see you over. He's showing out tonight. But this is another one of my homies, another OG from the '70s. Go way back, way way back, even before I hit the milk. This was like a big brother to me, even though he's only a year older than me. So don't even go there. But so just want to welcome him to the conversation. It's a conversation as well. We have Miss Lori Livingston.
Bruh,
Excuse me.
how you not know my name when we went to school
I
together?
know it. I just pronounced it wrong. And for Sim, this is my home at from way back at the Milk. When I left and went to Pennsylvania, and I left you guys, and they were like, "Well, where'd he go?" Well, I was there with this young lady right here. She was out there hooping and all that. She was talking. I was a shorty back then. I'm like 5'4". She's 6 foot. So I was
I
like,
am not
"Yo,
6 foot, bro. Come on.
So you
That's
took care,
6 foot.
so you took, took care of
5'11".
you took care of my Brody for me, huh?
I mean,
yeah,
we
yeah."
took care of each other. We was all we got living up at that school. We was like the only black kids in a whole white school. Come on, man.
Oh yeah,
Come on now. We
man.
had to
We
we had
did
to look
our
out for
thing,
each other.
man.
We was doing each other's hair. Like, yo, I don't know how y'all dudes got through that. I don't know how. Like, yo, the bros back then was wearing the little Afro puff, them Curious George Afro puffs. Remember?
I had
Remember how Curious
waves.
George hair? How he
I
had the
had
little natural.
waves, and then the high top. I had the
There was a
Bobby
point.
Brown.
There was a point where you got to
Yes,
the
you did.
waves and the high
You
tops.
did.
There was a point where you got to that, but you wasn't always there. Trust me. I mean, we all was looking crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
I
for
had
real. I know I
the
had a little
quote.
Afro puff.
Well,
Let me
here's
tell you.
it
Go.
on the subject of what you two were talking about.
Mhm.
And it's funny, D, that you bringing up this subject matter because I want to say either yesterday or day before yesterday, I watched a video. Yvette Nicole Brown, she
Mhm.
did she did she talked with Chris Cuomo, and it actually it should be on YouTube, but it was very deep, and she was uttering some of the same things that you were saying about she was basically like, hey, people think, actors and actresses, it's all gravy here and everything, we got this and that. She said it's not, it is not like that, because you'll have somebody that'll shoot like a mini series, a 6 or 8 episode mini series, and then that's it. And then for the next 6 to 8 months, I mean, that nothing.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. Like
Yeah.
you gotta figure, like everybody, just because you're on TV don't make you famous. You know what I mean? Like we get a couple things, we come up a little bit, we do a couple spots, whatever, but we have to live off of that. Whatever we did, we have to live off of that for a minute, until that next check comes, or that next job. This is a constant hustle. You know what I mean? You are only as good as your last job, as your last gig. That's it. Then you got to kind of, all right, be on to the next. You can't sit around and just be like, yeah, I'm on this TV show, I'm chilling. Like, no, you got to be thinking like always ahead. Like, okay, what's that next job? What's that next thing? You know, constantly. So that's what people forget. Like, that's why I said earlier, don't look at this like this is a whole bunch of actors just being babies and whining. I would be the first to call them out. Be like, yeah, they tripping. You know what I mean? I would be the first to say, it's not that at all. Like, this is legit. Like, I mean, like, I don't even see how this is legal. Real talk. I don't even
Yeah.
see how it's legal what is happening, real talk. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well, the concept and the concept of the structure is something that's actually been going on forever. We've seen it. We've seen it all growing up, and a lot of times we don't pay attention to it until it hits us dead in the face. And sometimes there are situations like this where some people are going to say, doesn't affect me. But I'm the type of person when I realized what was going on, I'm hitting my peoples up like, yo, you good? You know what I'm saying? Because you my people, so if it's affecting you, then it's affecting me, and that's
yo,
the attitude that we have to carry.
no, for real, more than you
Yeah,
realize. Like, we need to get a T-shirt that says "Check on your active friends, check on your creative
there
friends,
you
check on your writer friends."
go.
Like, I'm not joking. Like, people are really stressing right now, and rightfully so. Like, people don't even. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say I'm tired of dancing around this. I'm tired of tiptoeing around this. Like, a lot of us are trying to figure out where your next food is gonna come, where your next meal is gonna come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't
and
lying.
that's real.
Gee,
It's just a job. It's a
matter.
glamorous job, but for some, but it's still a job, and it's just like everybody else. You still have to sustain.
Thank you.
It's not like you're going out there and because you're in front of the screen, you have 5 years worth of money.
Thank you.
That you can just kick back and wait till the next project. It's a grind. And you taught me that years ago when we had that conversation. You finish one project, you had to be out there looking for another. You had to go out and you audition. I think I was explaining that to somebody in a Facebook group or something. Maybe it was one of the one. I think it was actually one of our shows last year. I was explaining to them you don't just get it and that's it. You don't just go there and get the job because you're going there and you're competing with other people for the job. So every job that you put in for is it's like always going to a job interview. For everything is like you're going in for a job interview, and it's not as simple as a lot of people would like to think. But you
Let
have
me do the left
until
eye
we
thing.
have
Let me do the
until we
left
have
eye thing.
people.
That,
Let,
that's
let, let me
exactly
let me have a
it.
left eye moment for you right now. Remember when left eye
Okay.
was like, here's how you break down. Remember that whole all right, let me break this all down for you. All right. So when 2020 came, all these actors, basically, we all sat down. Everybody sat down and was like, okay, we're home. We're not working. Hollywood took care of itself. Hollywood took care of its elite. It took care of all them big name Johns, all them people with the money, the clout, the whatever. It took care of all of them. That's how you're seeing dudes. I want to say something else. Let's leave it at dudes. Leave it at dudes, but I want to say something else. That's how you got dudes out here doing Visine commercials that are A-list celebrities. That's how you got J-Lo right now doing Trident commercial, whatever, something, you know what I mean? You like, oh, that's dope. Like my favorite so-and-so is doing my favorite brand. Look, no, your favorite so-and-so got somebody taking care of them. Meanwhile, people like me got slighted because, see, those were our jobs.
Yeah.
All right.
Get it? Those were our
Yeah.
jobs. That's what we were doing. All right? So everything was all gravy because we taking care of ourselves. Hollywood took care of itself until the residual checks start coming. And then it was like, oh, excuse me, I'm not getting paid the way excuse me. And now it's a problem to everybody. That
Right.
right there is the strike, Hollywood, everything we face in a nutshell. It was all fun and games until it affected their pockets. Because see, when it
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
was just me getting affected, when it was just people like me hurting, when it was just me getting the $5 residual checks, oh, she'd be good. You'd be all right. All right, cool, we go. We got that next job. Okay, yeah. Until that next job didn't pay them either. Now we got a problem.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm wrong now. Even if you're, let's say I play a character in a series, right? All they have to do is show a flashback of a previous episode that I was in, and I noticed that my name would be included in the credits. Mm-hmm. So I still get
Yep.
paid for that also.
Yes.
Without even having
yes.
to be on set.
Yes.
I noticed they're taking. I've noticed that on a couple of shows. They're taking care of certain individuals like that.
I just tell you.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Mm-hmm. That's how you see it. All your favorite people, all your favorite singers, all your favorite stars are suddenly in these commercials, and it's about to get worse because the only thing we can do right now is like soap operas and commercials. So don't be surprised you see Ben Affleck in like Days of Our Lives or something crazy. You know what I mean? Like, don't be surprised because they're gonna take care of their own. They're gonna take care of themselves first.
Oh yeah.
What we really need is those who really are not hurting right now. I mean, everybody's hurt. Trust me, this is everybody's job shut down. But like those who are the big names, the big, whoever, we need them right now to really come on these front lines. We need them to really be the ones to stand up. The J-Lo's, the Will Smiths, the Halle Berry, the people like that. We need them. I know Bette Midler was on. I saw her. Bette Midler, y'all.
What?
I ain't seen her since the 80s, right? Bette Midler came out, crawled out. You know what I mean? She was on the picket line. No justice, no peace. Susan Sarandon, you know what I'm saying? So like, they definitely coming out.
Okay.
That's what we need. We need people to stand up for those of us who, we're the ones that are affected by this. We're all affected, don't get me wrong. But those of us who are really affected are us. I mean, that bruh said, and I'll quote, I want them to lose their houses and their apartments, to humble them, so that they'll agree with will comply with our rules or with our, with our demands. Like, this is the type of mindset we're dealing with. This dude don't care. This dude don't care.
So and they want you fighting over crumbs.
Huh?
They want you fighting over crumbs because it's not like the residuals are really that hefty. So they want you fighting over crumbs that they're giving you.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I never talk money. One of the first things I learned in Hollywood when I joined was never talk money. You never talk money. All right. When I did Marvel, I got paid 10 grand. I got paid 10 grand. All right.
When you did what? You were breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I hear you.
All right. When I did Marvel, I got paid 10 grand. All right. Whenever you do a residual on a regular TV show, whatever like that, whatever that first residual check is supposed to be exactly what you got paid initially. All right. So that meant my residual check should have been 10 grand. All right. Off the should have been 10 grand. When I got my residual check from streaming, they only gave me 3%. You do the math on 3% of 10 grand.
Okay.
You do the math on that.
Yeah, that's nowhere close.
Thank you.
Where's my other 97%, bro? I did well in math in high school. Where's my other 97%?
Now add to that, every time a TV show come on, I remember I told you, when I did that show, when I did Grey's Anatomy, I'm still getting residuals. So whenever that TV show comes on anywhere in the world, I get a check that's like, yo, your TV show came on in China. Yo, your TV show is on in, you know what I mean? So I'm still getting those checks, all right? Now, every time y'all click that button, every time y'all literally watch that TV show, that live stream, y'all click that. I don't care if you're midway in and you decide to go back and start over. Every time you click that button, they get paid, all right? We're supposed to get paid too. So basically, they cut it down to we only get paid once a year. I'm going to let that sink in. Mind you, just in this time frame that you and I have been sitting on this live talking, they made at least $1 billion just on millions of people around the world that just clicked a button watching the live stream, all right? But I'm supposed to get paid once a year. My residuals.
Let me press the rewind button. Let me press the rewind button while my brain is trying to get this. Okay, so those checks that you get that can't even buy a pack of gum, that's a year's worth?
It could be. It could be. It depends because everybody gets paid different. I just broke down the dynamic of what I got paid. All right.
Yeah.
And how I got paid. So I should be set. Like on average, once you do a national commercial, once you do a TV show, and you start getting the residuals, you can live off of that for a minute because residuals break down gradually. So like I said, if you got 10 grand, that first check is 10 grand. After that, it'll dip down a little bit till it gets down to nothing. All right. But the checks that they're getting now, the residual checks they're getting people residual checks like as if we've been getting these residuals for the past 10 years or something.
Right.
Where it's down to nothing already. It's starting out at nothing. You know what I mean? You're like, whoa, where's the rest of my money? You know what I'm saying? So like people cannot survive. People are losing their houses. People are starving. People are suffering. People really are hurting. I'm one of them. I'm not even gonna lie anymore. Like I'm to the point, I'm just like, look, I'm putting it out there. This is not good. This is not good. And I'm excellent with money. I can make anything work. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a you know me. I'm not a flashy chick like that. You know what I mean? Like I do
Right.
what I do. But like
And you got the milk, man. You know how to make
you
things
know how
shake
to
at the milk
thank
because
you. You know how
we
to
didn't
maintain
have
the
money
milk. And
like
I live
that at the
alone.
milk.
Like I live alone out this piece. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no roommates. I don't have roommates and husband and people I'm living off of. It's me. It's Lori. Lori got Lori. You know what I mean? So like of course I can make this work, but you can't make $5 work. You can't make $10 work.
I
Not in this
Yeah.
area.
especially
You
And
need a
I'm
time machine for that. You need to go back to the 20s for that to happen.
come on now, for real. And even then that's laughable.
Right.
Even then,
So
you know what I mean?
so I
That's like slave pay. That's literally slaves. That's like paying slaves. You know what I mean? I think people in jail get paid better checks than that. I think.
somewhat sometimes, but
agree.
sometimes, but I I have a question. Um, now are there like just like every studio like I'll say for instance I think Will Smith has a studio. We know Tyler Perry has a studio. I'm sure there are other people that have their studios. So are they all intertwined with the LA group and everybody's doing the same, or is it just a few
Um,
studios?
I don't. I mean, real talk. I really don't know. It just all I know is these big corporations is making money hand over fist off the live streaming. That's why.
Yeah,
Think about it. Let's just do the math on that. Let's just do the math on that. When 2020 hit, nobody really was doing live streaming like that, right? Right?
right,
Live streaming was like the college kids, the gamers. You know what I mean? It really
right,
wasn't like popping like that, right? In comes the pandemic, everybody's live streaming. All right, cool. Now, when we started the pandemic, it was primarily Netflix that was the live streaming, right? But out of nowhere, like
right.
overnight, all of a sudden, here come Paramount streaming. Here come ABC. I mean, Apple. Here come Disney. Here come, you know what I mean? Everybody jumped in on the bandwagon. Why? Because they knew they was making money hand over fist. They knew
Yep.
them. They knew them. That was a cash cow. They knew it. We didn't know. They knew. And that's why all of them suddenly became streaming. And all of them start
Mm,
banking on that. And all of them start making money. I displayed how much money these dudes is making. Like Warner Brothers, the CEO of Warner Brothers, dudes, like he's at like $500 million or something like that. Like an obscene amount of. I'm talking like they literally just because of the streaming alone, they went through the roof. Their income went through the roof. But they talking about, oh, we broke, we broke. No,
yeah,
we are.
I saw that post that Lewis had about how much like Netflix is making per month and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, that's amazing that all of that money is being made and then everybody's crying broke. Like, what do
No,
you have
they
to
they don't want to cough up that lifestyle. They don't want to give up that lifestyle. They don't want to change how they living right now.
That's right.
But and then they like, oh well, we don't have enough money to pay everybody. Y'all should have thought about that when y'all came up with this whole cash cow thing and basically made it easy for everybody to get paid at the click of a button or something. Like maybe chill out on the way people can watch these shows. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you only get to watch two shows at a time or watch the show two times at a time. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
instead of like. And I don't know. I personally think they need to make it to where we get paid some sort of stipend or something a month per month. You know what I mean? Like we get a paycheck like every month, something. I mean, there's ways to do this. There's ways to do this. They don't want to. When dude came out his face and said, "I want them to lose their homes and their apartments to humble," I was like, "Yo, we up against the straight." You know what I want to say?
yeah, yeah, I see it.
He don't care. Like, bruh, don't care to actually
Right.
say that out loud. You do realize we heard you. Like we heard you.
So let me ask, what about and I'm not sure if one exists or not. Maybe you have a union,
I'm
don't you?
in the union.
Okay. so you are. Okay. So what is the union doing?
We're gonna strike.
Yeah.
We fight. We stand up. We're not gonna agree with this. We're not gonna agree with what they're saying. We're not gonna agree with what they're doing. We're not gonna just lay there and just take this. Like, this is wrong. It's wrong. People cannot live off of this. And people that
Because
was
I know,
doing all right.
but see, eventually, I can't even say eventually because I see it happening now. They're running out of ideas because of the good writers that are going right, and you're seeing a lot of the same ideas being regurgitated over and over again. Same thing. These same. I just got through. Talking to my daughter about it the other day. I mean, like the Fast series, 10 movies, really? I'm like, come on. I'm like, I mean, no originality. I mean, you just continue. It's just, you see it on TV, you see it in cinema, and it's just, I don't know, man. You just run it, and it's always sequel upon sequel,
Yeah.
equal, rather than original content.
Well, you see what they're doing right now. Like, one of the funniest things was they brought back Indiana Jones. I'm like, bro, these people don't know who Indiana Jones is. This generation don't know Indiana Jones. Like, what? And then they literally they kicked out like $300 million to bring back to life. I'm not kidding you. Do the math. Go Google that. They put in $3 million and got mad because it only banked $84 million. They got mad because it only banked $84 million. Yet, like, these little no names.
Not familiar with him.
Nobody
I mean,
cares.
the dude was old when we were young.
Dude
Harrison
was like
Ford was
50
old.
back then, right? How old is he now? 100?
Yeah.
He gotta be.
How old is Harrison Ford? Like, are they still putting a battery on this dude? Like, what? Like, he's as bad as Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise refuses to sit down. Tom Cruise is at least 100 right now, still jumping off of bikes. I'm like, bro, do you want to die? Like, are you trying to get something?
What type of cryogenesis something do they have going on there to keep this dude where he can?
You
I
don't
don't
want
know
me to get
many
started on
80-year-old
that.
people that can still move like that.
You don't want me to get started on that subject. You just opened a whole new worms on that one.
Oh, well, we can have another conversation about that one at another time. Because hey, I'm down for it. I'm down for all the info. You already know.
Androchrome.
Google who?
Google Androchrome or something like that.
Where's
Androchrome.
my
I might be saying the name wrong. Google that joint. Google
Okay.
that joint.
Androchrome.
Yeah.
That's the new miracle.
Cryo state thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the new miracle joint. And the way they get it. Whew.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Oh. You gave me some homework here. No, I hate it. I didn't like doing homework in school.
I don't think you're ready for jelly. I don't think you're ready.
Man. To everybody watching, this is a part of the Funky Uncles on my journey. I have met some extraordinary people on my journey on this planet. And right here, you see two of them. Two people that are making their mark on the world in different ways, but yet all still important. You have an educator and an entertainer. Boy, we got it going on over here. Then you got crazy old me. You got a good group here, I tell you. Now, just a thought. What do you think the the success would be if, let's say, a group of actors got together and put their own studio together where they didn't have to deal with like Warner Brothers and all those clowns?
We're already doing it. We're already doing it. So we're already doing it with. It's called Angel Studios. So there's a movie right now called Sound of Freedom. This movie literally is funded. It ain't got nothing to do with Hollywood. All right. Hollywood is so mad because Indiana Jones, they cranked out, like I said, 300 million for a movie about a person nobody knows or cares about, and this no name, no budget studio and film literally grossed way more than
Damn.
Indiana Jones in its opening day, and it's not even in theaters like that. Like it's in selective theaters. Like some theaters, man, I heard you. I got you. Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, so like some of it's like in selected theaters. So
That's
what
what's
always
up.
happens whenever we go on strike, what always happens is something new always comes about. Like the last strike they had, reality TV,
Mm,
and now they can't get rid of it.
reality TV. Okay.
Reality TV became a big thing, and now
Oh,
they
I
can't get
can't
rid of it.
stand reality TV.
I hate reality TV, but it became a
I
big thing as a
I
result
just
of
I
the
hate
strike.
reality
wish
TV.
So I think what's going to end up happening, people just going to start doing their own thing without Hollywood. That's what
Okay.
I think. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But then, like, you got people like Tyler Perry who he can do his own thing. You got people like Will Smith. He can do his own thing. And maybe they saw this coming. Maybe they knew this was coming, and they was like, you know what? Let's get out. Now. And I mean, for real, like Will Smith is winning Academy Awards on his own.
Yeah.
On his own. When he won that
Yeah.
Academy Award, that was his own budget. That was his own network. That was his own, studios that won that Academy Award. So they're proving already we can do this without Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I mean, I
And
wouldn't be surprised.
and sometimes it's not the best movies that actually win, but that was a good movie. I did see
That was a
that.
good movie.
Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, for those who don't know, that incident with him. Though he hit my family, and I felt some type of way. I'm just saying that I love my Philly people because I got love for I got lots of people in Philly. From both
Right.
high school and college. I love my Philly people, but that's my family. There now, don't make me have to come out there.
Nah, it was unnecessary. It was
Yeah, I'm
unnecessary.
just playing. I'm just playing.
Nah, it was unnecessary. Real talk, because I mean, like we all love Will Smith. Will Smith was like that big brother, that uncle, that what I mean. We all loved him. So like for him to just go out like that, it was like, yo, where'd that come from? Like what?
Right.
Right?
Well, we already know.
the
Most people that paid any attention to him over the years, they knew where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
That's
that they created that atmosphere from the beginning, and then what struck me was when the joke was told, he thought it was funny
yeah, he did.
until he looked at his wife, and then now the temperature changed now. Yeah, okay.
Temperature.
Now you got to save face now.
Yeah.
Right. Shouldn't be that way. But I'm happy that there is a studio, and I'm hoping that there are more studios that pop up because I don't know how many strikes they've had, but I know that with the one that you were mentioning when it gave us reality TV, I wish it never happened, and some of the past, this is definitely what's needed. And as far as originality goes, oh yeah, the music industry. Yeah, this is actually just like the music industry,
The music
except for
industry.
they just started putting out some crap. You don't need the studio like like back when we were coming up. We had a couple people like what's his name, Albie Shore, who you didn't want to go to his shows, but on tape, and I'll say it on tape, he sounded good.
Right. Right.
But I like that idea, and I actually was pushing an idea. I gave an idea of a movie to Kenny once before a book I read. To me, it's like the best book I've ever read, and I'm like, I would love to see somebody put this in a movie, and it's just like that. It,
Now's the time to
the
do it.
the book is like that.
Now's
Now
the
is
time to do it.
the time to do it.
Do
Because
it.
I think this actual book, I'm going to tell you the name of the book later on, and I'm going to let you get a chance to read it. And since you're there, you can give me some feedback on how you think that could play out. Because I think this would be one of those movies that would kill the game, kill the game.
I mean, people, like you said, I'm, like at this point, Hollywood is kind of repeating itself. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the movies, a lot of the stuff they're talking about, a lot of things they're doing. it's like, all right, we've seen this before. How many times can we repeat this? You know what I mean? Like, it's boring, you know? People want to see what they want to see, you know? They want to see stuff. They want to see something different. Let's just put it that way. They just want to see something different, something else. Like, yeah.
Original content. That's
I
all.
got,
That's
I
all
have
they
some
ask for.
ideas now. You want me to send you some of my ideas?
I mean, I'm not a screenwriter. I'm not a, you know what I mean? All I can do is point you to people, but I'm just saying, don't give up on the idea to do it. And now is the time to do it if you are, because this is it. Like Hollywood is tripping, so it's like people are like, look, I gotta eat. I gotta, you know what I mean? Like you know how it is when you get like serious, when stuff start getting serious, you start getting like real creative on how to take care of yourself. You know. And that's all,
Yeah.
really, to me, that's all Hollywood is doing. It's just forcing people to have to think outside the box. Like, all of us should be NBA stars because we all had to pivot so much out here. You know what I mean? We pivoted, trying to keep up. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, you just roll with these punches, for real. But that, they did this to themselves. You know, they thought this would be like something that would hurt us, and it does.
Yeah.
But it does.
Yeah. Yeah. And somebody
But how
asked
do
the
you feel
name of
about
the
it?
book. I gotta go ahead and say it. The name of the book is Standing at the Scratch Line by Guy Johnson, Maya Angelou's son. The book is awesome. It's like 500-600 pages. I read in like 3 days. And actually there is a second part as well. But yeah, I mean, is there any way that here's my question now: what way can the public help out with the in support of strike?
I'm going to keep it all the way 100.
Mhm.
Help your friends, because some of your friends are flat out broke.
Okay.
Help your friends if you can. Slide them a couple dollars. Make sure they good. I mean, don't, you know? Make sure you ain't getting taken advantage of. You know
Right.
what I mean? You don't want people that's like, you know, just trying to live off, and you know. I'm so quick to. I'm about to say something. I can't, I'm not gonna say it. I almost said it.
You can hit me on the slide. You can hit me on the DM with that. Let me know.
But like,
You already know
no,
how we
real talk,
go.
like, look out for your people. Like, if you know people in the industry, like, ask them. You know, they might be humble about it. They might try to be like, private. Like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Like, no, stick with them. Like, are you really good? Because people are hurting right now. People are struggling right now. Also, you can donate to the entertainers fund. And
Hmm.
I can give you that properly so you could show your, but the entertainment fund, now they looked out for me throughout the whole pandemic, like, real talk. So if you're in the union, the only union people, they will look out for you. They'll pay you rent. They pay actors rent. They pay for writers, actors, all the creative. They'll pay your rent. They'll pay your bills. You know, they look out for you. And of course, they ain't just throwing money away, but like, they look out. You know, as long as you're in the Actors Guild, as long as you're in the guild somehow, they're gonna look out for you. So you can definitely donate to that if you want. Another thing is, just kind of spread the word. Spread the word. Post the pictures. If you got people on the front lines like me, because I'm about to go hit Paramount tomorrow. I'm hitting up Paramount. So I probably shouldn't have said that out loud, so people don't know that.
I didn't hear you. I ain't even hear
Yeah.
you.
So, maybe I might be Paramount tomorrow, maybe. But anyway, because I'm saying, like, when we post the pictures, post them, repost that joint. You know what I mean? Like, you know, put them tags out there. Start sending messages to the people. If you really want to get feisty, and I mean, you ain't heard it from me, but like, cut your subscriptions. Cancel them subscriptions. You know what I mean? Let them feel that pain. Let them feel them pinches. Because real talk, the money that you paying into that, I'm just gonna say it. You paying them. You ain't paying us. You ain't paying us. You paying them. All them subscriptions to Netflix, all that stuff, I'll cut them. Cut them.
Hey, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. What we say in the group? What we say in the group, Sim? And when we have our conversations, the way they hurt them is in the pocket. Didn't we? How many times did we say that on the show?
That's right.
In the pocket. That's the best way to hurt them. But that's how they open up them ears to listen. You take that money
Time.
away when they can't have that 70-foot yacht, and
Yeah.
they got to put regular gas in. They can't put the premium in, and that's how you got to do it.
Facts.
You say can't afford them anyway. Man, listen, y'all ain't heard it from me, but y'all need to find something to jailbreak, and then you ain't got to worry about subscription. But y'all ain't heard it from
I
me.
mean, half the people are doing it that way anyway. So,
Yep.
so it's so much
Yep.
revenue they ain't getting anyway. Like, yeah,
Yep.
they're not saying, like, they're telling us not necessarily to say that, but like, just telling people, like, don't take those little side deal jobs. Like, we can't work it all. We can't work it all. We can't take. I mean, besides, like I said, commercials and like soap operas, we can't take nothing else, you know. So you got a lot of people out here that are hungry, like these non-union cats. They're gonna start calling them. Y'all gonna get them. They ain't even A-list or B. You're gonna get them F-list actors. You know what I'm saying? Them Johns that they don't even know how to act. They just, is this where I stand? You want me to look here? Here? Okay, here. All right. Like they don't. You know what I mean? You gonna get them Johns. Watch. Y'all gonna be watching TV
Oh,
like that.
Lord.
Y'all gonna be watching TV like that.
Well, I mean,
Them
it's
their
better.
little sisters, little cousins doing the TV show. Like, who's this?
And I've seen
Who's
some
this?
bad acting. I've seen some bad acting. And they talk about Tubi. I'm like,
That's what I'm
yo,
talking about. Y'all about to get Tubi level
Oh,
actors. Y'all about to be. Y'all about to have them Jones for real.
Lord
'Cause
have mercy.
actors ain't doing
Hey,
it. The
maybe
actors
it'll
ain't doing
make people start reading books again.
it. Go outside.
that's a novel idea there. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Right.
Go outside. Live your life. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
this is
for real.
wild. This,
Hey,
Look after
but
your actors.
check this out. But check this out. On the subject of that, now it's better than nothing, but I did some research on how those soap opera actors and actresses get paid. They get paid trash also. I
really.
mean, for some of those characters, to be on TV like every day,
25,
Monday,
30 years.
Monday, yeah, Friday, yeah, they paid trash too.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think they really have residuals like that. I think they might have like Soap Opera 2 channel or something like that where you can kind of watch the repeats, but like they don't really have residuals like that. You know what I mean? Like you ain't gonna be watching them episodes like 10 months from now, 10 years from now. You ain't gonna see that same, those episodes that's airing like right now. So,
Mm-hmm.
but for what they look at it as is they got steady work. And honestly, you
Yeah,
gotta respect them for that. You gotta
yeah,
respect them for that. A lot of these Jones have been working day in, day out for like how many years? You know what I mean? My grandma was watching some of these people, you know what I mean? So you gotta do the math on that. So you might not be making a lot of money, but you banking because you working,
yeah,
and they have that security of knowing, whereas most of us don't. They have that security of knowing I got my job.
yeah,
Unless they get killed
yeah.
off, but then they just as bad as Marvel. Marvel will kill you and then bring you back. You know what I mean? You don't really die, you just go somewhere else. So you know what I mean? Like that's how the soap operas are. They don't really die. You know what I'm saying? They be like popping back up. You're like, bro, I saw you get shot. Like, how are you back? I saw you burn up in the flames. Like, how are you alive? Like, what?
You hear
Let's bring
names
you
as a
back.
kid and you're in your 30s and you still hear the names. I was like, hold up, Miss Chancellor. Miss Chancellor still alive? She was like 1,000 when I was 4. How is she
Okay,
still alive?
okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Yo, real talk. I gotta share.
a lot of this stuff is retconned anyway.
Yeah.
That's how they're able to bring these people back.
Yeah.
It's always some little loophole or something
Of
happened,
course.
or
Of course.
we didn't check the body, so
You never really
we thought,
see them die.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
You didn't see them die. You just saw
yeah,
the
see him
explosion.
die.
Yeah, you just saw the gunshot, but you didn't see the bullet.
Thank you, thank you.
It'd be crazy. Yo, real talk, I actually had breakfast with Susan Lucci, y'all. Susan
Wow.
Lucci had breakfast with her. Like because I was modeling for her for like a couple of years. And she called me and she was like, "What's your name? Come sit next to me." I was literally like, "Huh? What?" But like by that point, she was done. She had been Erica Kane for like 50 years or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So she was ready to move on and just but she was like the prime example of how to win, how to come up on soap operas. She came up. But that's really what they're doing. They have steady work. Honestly, they're smart. Personally, I
But
wouldn't want to go soap operas,
but
but
but let me ask you this: you might be able to shed some light on this, and it's very few that I see do this. How come I never really see these soap opera actors and actresses go on the big screen?
because they steady work.
But I mean,
They
why?
got that job. They like, we good.
Well, no, not so much leave daytime television altogether, but just appear in a movie here and there.
Scheduling conflict.
You can't move. You ain't going nowhere. Where you going? Where are you going?
Okay.
What you doing?
Okay.
Like, nah, once you locked in for life. Like, you and me. Like, they
Oh,
ain't gonna,
they
but
gang.
that's why they get mad. That's why they get mad, because a lot of them, they do want to cross over to big time. You know, they do want to go into TV and film, like real stuff, but like, a lot of them don't do well out there. Maybe a handful of them might have. Like, Shamar Moore was probably the only success story.
Yeah.
He started out, on the soaps, and then all of a sudden, the was just like, baby girl, pull the shirt up, So, yeah. I don't know. I think a lot of it is just security, job security. They know, and a lot of them end up coming back. They try,
Yeah.
they try to go out. They try to, fly a little bit, do a couple things. It don't work out, and then they just, surprise, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Because
I
even
wasn't actually dead.
I
I
wasn't
was
dead for
living
real.
in the woods off of
Yes,
raccoons and,
yes,
and
yes.
armadillos by the stream.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gotcha.
for real.
I was alive the whole time. Got a secret love child back
Got
home.
him.
Because I was thinking, just as if they really wanted to cross over into that, and it really is like that in daytime television, like blood in, blood out.
Blood in, blood
You
out.
stuck or whatever.
Yeah,
Contract time always comes around,
yeah, it
and you
does.
can always wait and be like, nah, I'm
They
good.
do.
I'm not gonna resign. Yeah,
They
I'm
do.
good.
And they try. They go spread their wings. They probably, like, I'm just joking. I'm joking right now, but they probably be like sabotaging their career so they can't make it. Can you hear me?
Never.
They be like
Hey,
sabotaging.
no.
They be sabotaging their career so they can't make it. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm just. I really, that ain't true. You know what I mean? But like, it's funny. It's funny how all of them be like trying to leave, and then they can't, and then they just all come back.
Yeah.
And be here for like another 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dang, that's
I don't know.
spooky.
I think it's just job security,
That
which is smart, especially
is
nowadays. Because I know right now they all laughing at us. Every single one of them. They sitting here like, y'all ain't got no job. But at the same time, I'm telling you, yo, watch. I guarantee you, J-Lo's gonna end up on the soaps. Watch. Y'all think I'm joking? Watch. Y'all gonna see somebody that one of these kids is doing his own thing. Like, somebody don't belong here. Watch. Y'all gonna be watching the soaps one day. And it's gonna be somebody that
he took it
don't
back.
belong up in there chilling. Watch. Or the commercial. When it happened, remember, look, think of me doing this.
Hey, it wouldn't surprise us, but we'll put a receipt on this conversation and be like, yeah, she
Come on.
did say that. She did say
Come on.
that.
Right.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you got Bette Midler doing tampon commercials or something crazy. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, it's about to be that, bro. It's about to be that. Don't make that face, Drew. It's about to be that. Y'all gonna
Crazy.
see some wild stuff in the next couple of months.
Man, because I know that they're trying to stall you out, like like any other heads of corporations. That's the goal, to stall you out to make you come back.
Yep.
But to
He said
see
it.
who can run out of a lifestyle first.
Yep. He said it. He said it. He literally, those words came out of his mouth. Google it. He said it. And he was actually talking to the writers. He wasn't even talking to the actors yet. And by that point, the actors didn't strike yet, and then they stepped in. So then he kind of got a little quiet, a little bit. He kind of stepped back, and he was like, well, the actors, what they want ain't realistic. Like, oh, it's not realistic. All right. So, yeah, we up against some goons, y'all. We up against some goons. They don't care. I have never
Man,
seen like this before in my life. They don't care.
You guys have the power. You guys really do.
Let's
And
see what happens.
even in my field, when I was in education, I mean, I actually sat and talked. Do you know who are some of the most powerful people in a school district? And you probably wouldn't even think.
parents.
It can't be the teachers.
Uh, close.
If you say the janitors, bro, I'm gonna hang this thing up.
In, not not to that level, not to, but think about it now. If they all went on strike, I mean, who's gonna? But not janitors, bus drivers.
Stop. What?
If they went on strike tomorrow. You know, how parents would be up to the district office raising hell about how my kids gonna get.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow. I
makes
never
sense.
thought.
Something as
Makes
simple
sense.
as that. And I mean, it's like, but you guys. But I sat and talked to a couple of them. I said, look, y'all guys have the power. You guys really do. Because if there are no drivers, I mean, it's anarchy.
Wow.
Complete. So I'm like, you got to act.
It's the stars. It's like I said, it goes back to the stars. If the stars start showing up,
I mean,
yeah, it's really the A-listers. If they start showing up at these
Right.
protests, they start speaking up, they start defending us, they start saying, you know, which they did. They are. I'm very proud of them. I am really proud of the union. I'm very proud of these actors right now. I'm like, yo, dope, like for real. Like they got our back for real. So long as they speak up and more of them start speaking up, because you gotta figure a lot of these CEOs, they fans of these actors too.
Right.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's a flex to be walking around in a room and you got access to The Rock, you got access to Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a flex. Like these cats is going to these people's kids' bar mitzvahs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's a flex. So now you just lost them out your back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to look at it in the future as well. I mean, it's not just the right now thing. There's always some foresight involved. If I flex on them right now,
Mm-hmm.
when I need that movie 5 years from now, there's no need for me to even ask,
Exactly.
or somebody that they influence. Because
Exactly.
even though that person might not be big 5 years from now, but they may be cool with they may be cool with that person like that. Like, nah, they did me wrong back in the days. Nah, don't mess with them. Snake.
What would really be good is who's the bosses of the bosses? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that kind of sounds like a crazy question, but it's like who's over their head? Like, if I were over their head, if there is anything, if there's such a thing, I would be like, yo, y'all need to fall back. Y'all making us look bad. Like everything that's coming out their mouth, everything that they're saying, everything that they're doing, suggesting, you know, it makes them look more greedy. It's nothing they have done has solidified their cause. Nothing they have done has made them look like, all right, I can see your point. All right, you know, maybe y'all might have to, okay, maybe we might be tripping a little bit. Nothing they have said or done. Everything they're saying is just like reaffirming that y'all tripping.
It's
Y'all are
greed.
tripping. It's
Greed.
greed. It's flat out greed. Like
Yeah.
But you know who their
Trump made
boss
that
is
statement.
ultimately, though, right?
Huh?
You know who's ultimately their boss, right? The
Who?
consumer.
That,
The consumer is ultimately their boss.
yeah. There you go. There you
That's
have it.
it. Because if people don't spend that money for
All
your
facts.
vision,
All facts.
yeah,
But
yeah,
see, the general public don't know this. Most of the people, y'all don't know. So half the people right now, oh, you poor whiny actors. Oh, y'all crying. No, we're not. We're being raped financially,
Yeah.
legitimately raped. No Vaseline, like just straight up raped
yeah.
financially.
And that's one of the reasons for the show. We can go ahead and put it out there. Let them know. Yes.
But
Because people
see,
need to know what's going on in the world. When
even
they,
we've and to piggyback off of what the two of y'all was saying is we as consumers, we tend to be loyal to a fault. And it's like regardless of how bad it gets. And I'll give you an example. And I delve into my sports life real quick. I love the Knicks. And regardless of how bad it gets, we are the most loyal fans in the world. And I'm like, if these fans would stop buying tickets,
There it
it will
is.
start immediate change.
There it is.
Immediate.
Immediately.
So I'm like you said, I mean, if it's the consumers, it's the consumers. If we stop, we put our foot down, yeah, you'll start seeing change.
Yep. Because as it's looking right now, No, they're gonna linger this thing out. They're gonna let this thing drag out. It's all fun and games right now. Like, trust me, it's a block party. I ain't gonna lie. On these picket lines, if y'all can get to LA, come. Like, it's a block party. Like, for real. We got all kinds of food. They got donuts strategically placed as you go around. Like, I literally did like 8,000 steps. Real talk. I must have circled the Disney studio at least 10 times. That ain't no small studio. I circled that joint 10 times. Like, yo, I'm gonna be definitely ripped by the time we get back into production, okay? I don't need no gym. I'm gonna be like cut, like crack, crack. Like, where was you at? I was on the picket line, sweating and working out.
Did you run track?
No. And Mr. Galloway hates me. He used to literally, like, stalk me. Like, I'd be walking, be chilling. He'd be like, hey, you gonna run near them? I'm like, no. You know how he was. You know how he was. He would just pop up on you. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, shoot, nah, bro. Like, no, I was too. Come on, we running up against Salida and all them. Man, please. I was not going to embarrass myself out there.
You could have run middle distance and distance with me because somehow or another Galloway had me running high hurdles when I was like 5'4". And so and
that's what I'm talking about. Wait, that's what I'm talking about. Galloway had high hopes for you. Like, he had high. No, Galloway was seriously. He was no joke. He would put you in stuff that you know you shouldn't have been in. You know what I mean? And you like, I don't know how this is gonna work. We gonna do it. We gonna do it.
Right.
Hey, he saw something you didn't see.
He definitely saw something we didn't see. I was like, look, I ain't fall for it. I was like, man, you ain't get me out there.
Sean Cunningham was like, "What you doing? Ducking the hurdles? Because I know you ain't going
You ain't
over."
gonna jump that. You ain't actually gonna jump that.
He's like,
Yo, Drew was running under the hurdles straight. How you get there that fast? He ran under him. No,
right. And so I was out there with Salida and them, and Salida and them was going over, and they taller than me. All the girls were taller than me back then.
These girls were like athletes, like back
Super
in the
athletes.
day as kids. Trust me, Milton Hershey knew what he was doing when they got the black student. They knew exactly what they was doing because they basically made bank on the fact that we were the ones getting them championships. They knew what they was doing. I was on the basketball team. I played ball. You know that. Mm-hmm. I played ball for my life. Taught my son how to play ball.
I was the singer. I was in the choir. I hated the band. I was in it, but I loved being in that chorus. That was my joint.
Yeah, that was fun. Especially when we created the black choir.
Yes, I was there when that started. Yeah,
I was there for like all of 10 minutes until like Jason Mack started singing out of nowhere. Remember, Jason was like, yo, this dude was like the class clown. You hear me? Like, he was that dude when he came in, you'd be like, oh, God. You know what I mean? Because you knew Jason was gonna say something, do something stupid. This bro came out of nowhere and could blow like the singer. I remember that day. We were all sitting there, and all of a sudden he just started singing.
Everybody,
we're like,
what the what?
What? I mean, he could sing.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, that was a good time, though.
Yeah, I think the hour was about up. I think the hour's gonna be up in a few. They hadn't given me the thing, but I know
they like telling me I gotta walk out of here though. I went for a walk. I'm trying to, trying to clear my mind.
Well, I definitely appreciate the conversation, and so we can get this information out here, let everybody know what's going on. As many people as we can. You can tell people just watched it. I'm gonna go ahead and post this. Sim, I appreciate you jumping on as always. Uncle, that's what we do. And
this was healthy.
No doubt. No, hey, Laura, you already know. Hit your mans up. We family for life.
Thank you.
Life always.
Look out for your active friends and your writer friends, and you look out for your creators. Check on them because they ain't.
It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out for you. It's gonna work out.
Thank you.
We're gonna find a way. We're gonna put a power wave over them jokers. They just gonna have to get right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, y'all. Thank you.
All right. All right. Funky Uncle Salute. Thank you for watching this episode, and just know this knowledge here, this is for real. So whatever you can to help out, because we all like being entertained. And without the people that are doing the entertaining, the writers that give you, things that make you want to come back and watch the next episode, or the actors that put so much into roles, that
Yep.
you love a character or hate a character, because each one takes a specific skill.
That's right.
So, you know, if you really want this to work out so that you can continue to be entertained, let's support these people, man. And if it
Yeah,
takes unsubscribing, let's unsubscribe. They got Fire Sticks out there, Android boxes, they got all that. Take that money out their pocket and make them get right.
that's right.
You know? So once again, it's your funky uncle. Y'all have a great one, A Sim. You know I holler.
All day.